Aloha, I'm Von No. My name is Luna, and welcome back to the second day of history in my class. You are apparently implying that I had some sort of secret relationship going on. Wait, hold it! Welcome back to more TOC, guys. Turnabout of Courage. Are you going to deny that? Well, I was about to get to that, but you just had to interrupt. I see. Go ahead and then. Go ahead, please. Don't. I will. She's not doing anything. Wait, what? You aren't going to elaborate? I really saw no reason to do that here, but you are apparently disappointed by my decision. Wait, that's not exactly how I meant it. Oh ho 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 ho. I should have known someone like you would be unable to understand without the proper precision. You should be aware of the fact that you're implying to have a connection to Mr. Butch. Well, that's what I am implying. And I was supposed to respond with either confirmation, partial, or complete denial. After that, I would be attempting to elaborate about a similar case of false accusation. You would, however, insist on it and accuse me of having something to do with the murder. Then I was going to point out that such a connection would be far from a murder for murder. It's unlikely that I would give then a brief insight about the definition of a motive combined with examples. These would include one famous person case which took place in London. What? Next to the motive, there would obviously be my alibi, and I would have to explain to you. You mean like Sherlock Holmes? I was intending to give you details about other activities I took last night. Please do. In fact, I'm likely to do all of that anyway, regardless of your sudden interruption. Unless you have evidence contradicting my claims, which is impossible to my knowledge. Oh, you have to keep being cognizant of the fact that I'm telling you what I perceive to be the truth. To contradict the truth, you have to present evidence suggesting something else. For evidence to do this, I don't need to know how to prove you wrong. Naturally, if you were to present those pieces of evidence that are falsely accusing me, it would enable me to explain what kind of wrong assumptions you made. This way you might be eventually prompted to realize the foolishness of your race. Oh my goodness! It could hurt your case, but we would be making some progress again. Don't get me wrong though, I am vastly enjoying myself at the moment. Well, nobody else is though. If you would ask me for my opinion on the matter, I would be fine with making more detailed elaborations. In that regard, I highly suggest that you do not attempt to present evidence. Oh ho 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 ho. Well, may I go on? Please! No, yes, what? Mia, don't let it go. What? I thought this was it. Okay, I guess we have to press more. I need more info, sadly, because I don't have a clue where to start. Whoa, why'd your eyes just stop there? That is ridiculous. A fool like that isn't worthy of my affection. What? Well, that's pretty right. Calling a dead man a fool doesn't exactly sound like he was a stranger to you. Oh, I treat everyone the same way, whether they are dead or not alive. From what I gathered about him, there is no really better word to describe Mr. Butts. Well, butthead isn't the question. There isn't one single reason for me to have a relationship with someone like that. I am rich, noble, and already have a great husband. This is outrageous. There is no reason for you to be with him unless he won the lottery. Is that a valid reason? Well, I've already made you aware of the consequences in case you will persist. Of course, we could take a look at one of the typical examples regarding this kind of relationship. Yes, in Romeo and Juliet, we clearly have a noble lady in love and with a man of low origin. Then again, Romeo's family was rather well off anyway. Of course, Mr. Butts also had a decent fortune, but it isn't comparable. And you have to keep in mind what happened in the end. A tragic end, suicide by Romeo, who thought of his love as dead. And upon waking, Juliet showed the same fate. But here am I, elaborating about it, grieving in tears. So you have to ask yourself, if I felt like that for a man, would I be able to talk like this? That's actually a good point. Obviously not. I'm not that good of an actress, believe me. Keep in mind that I am worthier than the guy ever was. Oh crap, there goes my theory. Even if that wasn't the case, it would have been a little early for the murder. It's not like he changed his will or recently to make me benefit from it or something. Which brings me to my next point, the lack of a motive in case you're considering accusing me. Maybe you're even trying to say that I had a motive to kill him. I'm not saying you killed him. Actually, oh, don't even try to feign ignorance. I understood your intentions perfectly. You're naturally trying to put the blame on the innocent bystander. However, you cannot do so. You don't even have a positive motive. People don't just do things for a reason. There is a motive for everything. Let us take a brief look at the First World War to understand why. Oh goodness, the 20th century. It could probably be considered the bloodiest of all centuries. This story begins in 1914 in Europe. What the hell? The nation's struggling power had reached a dangerous stage. Alliances had been formed and were about to lead to a tragic result. On the one side, France, Britain, Russia, Alliance, Germany, Austria, Italy. Italy about the rules of something. Germany surrounded by 3 enemies, very disadvantageous. They came up with a desperate plan. So the so-called Schleifen plan was pretty much the best they could come up with. But then, it's like a stupid invasion of France to Belgium. Russia is a big country and needed time. That's what they counted on. Tensions built up between Austria and Serbia. Why is this why is this relevant at all? It's not. It's not. However, they actually accepted at least most of the demands. This, however, oh, there's no line of name here. Whoa, it's so. What is this? Was this Fire Emblem now? In order for their plan to work, Russia's troops needed to be unprepared. What the heck? Germany had no. This is not. I don't need to know this. No, that's nice. Finally, America joined in and put an end to the war. Okay, that part's good enough. Well, what do you think? A bit vague on the details, but appropriate for a summary, I suppose. Oh, I can do it over if you want the details. No, no, no! I need to put an end to this somehow. But that is also incorrect. I want to have a motive. Wait. Maybe you even try to say that I had a motive to kill him. But that is also incorrect. I wouldn't have a motive. And assuming there was a certain relationship between you two, I can only see quite a clear one. Isn't it very important for people in your circles to maintain a certain reputation? If he threatened you that he would reveal some damaging details, for example. Oh, not bad, Mrs. Faye, but you'll forget that the first part of your hypothesis is merely speculation. Since I didn't know him, he had nothing to threaten me with. Look at the possibilities for motive, quite obvious what he meant. I gotta burp. That's a lot of stuff. You will find no psychologist that will tell you I'm insane. Well, I wonder about that. Most of the other options would require sort of actual connection. However, such a connection has still been established. Your sole basis for reasonable motive is therefore destroyed from the beginning. So I want to reconsider. What the heck? What the heck is this? No. Oh, there it is. I thought they also said guilty. I have no idea what you're trying to make me do. Obviously wouldn't change my opinion. Well played. It was worth the try though. What was that about? It almost felt like I actually barely avoided a landmine. Oh man, what if I actually clicked one of those? Even Jack the Ripper had a motive. This is not gonna be relevant. Sci-fi then Jack the Ripper? Indeed. So what about him? Oh please, that's common knowledge. Wait, so that's suddenly alright to skip over? Well, it appeared to me that you really aren't that interested, but yeah, I'm not. You can say that again. So you're just going to proceed then? I mean, this is the perfect opportunity. Ah, finally. Don't you know that a true warrior should only strike when it's not expected by his enemy? Well, it's not like it was expected on all previous occasions. It is not. It's only natural for a dice to not always show the same side. Let's assume you rolled. Oh, something about dice. I'd rather assume the dice were rigged. Obviously, the chances are still the same. Gambler's fallacy. However, this example just can't be applied to other games like rock, paper, scissors. Depending on the situation, one person might prefer a certain sign. In the same way, it can be assumed that I would eventually grow tired of elaborating on every single point. In that case, why did you add this statement at all? Yeah, I thought it'd be a self-explanatory example. To be honest, the current thread seems to be a more valuable topic to pursue. I already get the chance to elaborate on the reasons why I didn't get to elaborate on something. Can we just drop this, please? See, you're losing interested. Good. So why did you even call me here? I'll make you all regret this. Uh-oh, she already did. I just prefer to follow all possible leads. Don't misunderstand. Sure, you say that, but let's be honest. It's always something like this. Someone who is obviously guilty is arrested by the police, but there's still someone who takes the case. Against all odds, the defense manages to keep the trial going for days, mostly by bluffing, which they call following all possible leads. And what usually happens in the end? Well, it usually does turn out that the defendant was actually innocent, and the real guilty party is found in the end, most of the time. Yep. I think you just validated my argument. Anyway, you know, I'll make sure you're not getting away with this. You have to give her that they did at least have a bad reason to call you here. I called you here for no reason at all, you see. You too. You all going to pay for this. Let's just try to get this over with before Christmas. Is it Christmas? Is it? Let's see. September 3rd. Oh, pfft. I was in the CEO office the whole night and nothing unusual happened. But Edgeworth, nothing unusual at all? Nothing at all. I can't believe I'm able to say this, but that's a rather vague statement. What exactly did happen? even if it was something you didn't consider unusual. Nothing noteworthy. But if you want to know the full story. Now where to start? I know, the period of interest is last night, but how is night defined? I don't want to know! Before you end up starting in the Middle Ages, let's focus on 10 o'clock to 1 in the morning, okay? Yes, very well. It was 1:10. I was in my office together with my husband. At 10:01, we received an anonymous call asking for a sudden appointment at 11. Well, the connection seemed bad, so I wasn't really sure if that's what they said. They also said something about a murder in the past and a theft at our company. Well, a little later, they called again and said that they apparently mixed up the company. In fact, they pointed out twice that they won't be coming at all. What the? Was that Edgeworth? I found this highly unfortunate since I was really in the mood for a long-winded conversation. After that, there was most certainly silence. I worked on a certain business report and got sleepy. You mean this report? Which I don't really know what it means at all. Oh, she made $2 million. In order to stay awake, I prepared some coffee. I put some coffee and ice cubes in my cup. This is not things I need to know. I'm sorry, I just have to object to putting ice cubes in your coffee because, you know, because it reminds me of Godot. But that's Godot Blend 173. Are you mocking your dead husband's legacy? Anyway, after that, husband left to do some stuff shortly before midnight, maybe around 11:57. Nothing else happened aside from people arriving to question us about a murder later that night. Now, taking all of this together, are you claiming that all of this is nothing unusual? Oh, things like this happen all the time. Every third day, perhaps. What? What? I suppose popular individuals like me are just bound to have a more interesting life. Ooh. You're definitely popular. You should probably discard that phone call. Just throwing that past the fourth wall. Silly fearless and stuff. Okay, fine then. Please move on. I was there to check over our business reports to see if there are any inconsistencies. So yes, you're referring to this thing, correct? Exactly. Well, that wasn't the only one. Ooh. Oh, did you find anything? Nothing that hasn't already been taken care of. So how exactly do you read this? It's quite simple. The letters DGE mean department, gain, and expenses. And that's exactly how things are listed in here. Department, gain, where is it? Department, gain, and expenses. Oh. Now, anyone capable of basic math may waste their time to see if there's something wrong with it. Regarding the individual department is another elaboration. No. Cool water takes care of all cooling systems. Wait, this is what she was telling us all on the night of the murder. This is not good. Heavy water is most water of something. Now, because of this, it's actually rarely used to cool something. As a moderated nuclear power plants. Ice, well, it's technically just water again. A lot of people, including me, just love ice cubes in their drinks, right? We at Coke Company produce perfectly quality ice cubes for everyone's drinks. Now, I have the feeling this part is a lie. That's pretty obvious. Do not get fooled by the name of dry ice. It has nothing to do with the ice you're familiar with. Wait, dry ice? Dry ice? I have a feeling dry ice is playing a part in this. That's just me, because dry ice wouldn't be mentioned without a reason. That's just my thinking. I'm probably going off on a tangent here. The special thing about this material is that it sublimates. Dry ice will turn into gaseous at room temperature, leaving almost no trace behind. Dry ice will turn into gaseous at room temperature, leaving almost no trace behind. Perfect for a murder! I'll bet. A good coolant material. There are several drawbacks you have to keep in mind. First of all, it's much colder than normal ice. If you touch dry ice directly, it'd burn your skin. It's heavier than air and might gather in dangerous quantities in badly ventilated places. Be careful. Thanks. It is also quite poisonous if inhaled. It can cause serious health issues. Was dry ice used in the murder? Maybe Larry inhaled it and then fell off, but they didn't find it in the autopsy. The problem here is that the gas is colorless and odorous. So you might not even realize before it's already too late and you fall unconscious. Okay, this dry ice thing is really something we have to look for. You might even die if that happens in the wrong place. Cool other is taking care of other smaller things that aren't worth having a department for yet. Cool merchandising. Taiwan dolls. Oh, you might not know about Taiwan, our mascot. Who's that? It's a small cute ice princess called Tira Winter. I gave her a very fitting design. Wait, this is very familiar. In fact, if you all buy one of them, I might even consider forgiving you for this insolence. To think like that even companies like this are now in need of a mascot nowadays. So a dry ice. Well, nothing unusual happened except for those lawyers that showed up early in the morning. You mean us? Lawyers in the morning? Wait, that's obviously referring to our visit. Just what made me ask that question? So in short, nobody suspicious entered or left company. And nothing strange happened? Indeed. Wait, I just gave her Luna's voice. Which is why we have absolutely nothing to do with this murder. You have everything to do with it, considering your products. Thank you for that. We have finally reached a conclusion after roughly 4 hours of random fun facts. I can't give up on this without at least putting up a fight. This testimony, what's this chilly feeling? Chilly feeling? Is that a hint? This feels like wandering through a blizzard with no end in sight. She probably doesn't even do it on purpose. Well, that isn't exactly helping my case either. Why am I stuttering? I have to filter out the irrelevant parts and see if get out of this with the right evidence. Easier said than done. Alright, let's look through this. We got a cage, candle, window, and my coworker's calling, so I'm gonna pause here for a bit. And we are back with the history lesson. Now, allow me to elaborate. So we have a badge, which we're never gonna use. A key, window, candle, cage, love letters. The love letters. Cheesy love letters written by Larry for Luna. That could be it. Something we could use. Business report, I don't think we need that. Bible, nah. So it's either the written challenge, Larry's letter. According to Maria, Larry apparently wrote a letter to someone. Well, actually we're not gonna need this. So it's either the written challenge or love letters. Oh, I was supposed to read over this. 30th of September, Stickler Holy Church at midnight. That place is haunted. Prove that you aren't afraid. Bring a candle. A real man would not need anything else. You have to stay at the tower until 1 AM. Otherwise, test is considered a failure. Someone trustworthy should confirm that you were there for actually the full hour. So that was Phoenix. Let's go ahead and see if we can use anything with challenge or letters. So allow to elaborate. Probably not. This person has a very interesting face. I know someone like that. Nope, none of those. Harv, I have never let person seen any of seen. Oh, what am I doing? Move to the left. Okay, good. Is it set? Okay, good. If I did, it must have been more than 5 years ago. But I'm quite certain that I have no memory of this face, individual's face and name. I'm getting the feeling that a lot of creepiness. So maybe it was love letters found in the trash bin of CEOs. If you have no memory of the face and name, how about the words he wrote of a certain individual? Oh, are you serious? That's a lie right there, Mrs. Admin. Are you serious? Did I get it? Yes! We happened to find these in your office earlier. Oh, mysterious. What are those letters? Hair related. Those are letters written by the victim and addressed towards the witness. Well, yeah. Witness, you have to respond. You obviously knew about Mr. Butts. Oh, my apologies. Why is it lagging? That may indeed have been. Super lagging case. However, don't misunderstand. These letters change nothing. Why is it lagging? While they didn't reveal his name, I could not have particularly known they referred to this particular Larry. Oh, really? Please recall that the letters weren't situated in the trash bin. If they meant nothing to me, I would not simply dispose of them like that, correct? Let alone in a location such as that, where it is easy to spot. From that, should be fairly easy to conclude that I am classified. Their meaning. I can't even read at all today. I simply regarding them as a letter from a random admirer or stalker. Yep. As you can see, these letters don't harm my claim in the slightest. Oh crap. But they are entertaining. Don't do that, witness. If you want to elaborate, do it in normal speed. I suppose that accusation went nowhere. Can we get back to the testimony now? Can't we read all those letters up to the court? I'm interested. Let's do it. The defense highly suggests against this for the sake of everyone's health. Sustained a guess. Continue with the testimony, Mrs. Admin. What? I thought I had something there. I'm certain that I have no memory. What? I'm pretty sure she has. Let's see what she says. Wait, neither face nor name. Did I press this in the last episode? Neither. You could say that. I'm reminded of a popular work from the Far East. I should probably elaborate, but on what? Have you ever heard of the Deadly Three? Oh crap. Don't just throw even more random topics into the conversation. Witness, face and name. You claim that you saw neither before? Well, regarding the name, I will elaborate on that issue later. Of course, I've not heard the name before, but not directly linked to that very person. Whenever I heard or read the name Larry, it had nothing to do with the victim in this case. But back to my previous point, the Deadly Three are the most feared assassins. Oh, we read over this. So there's a deadly assassin. Wait, second witness. Are you seriously lecturing us about how to hire an assassin? This is when the judge goes crazy, right? Right. Witness, you will stick to a more child-friendly topic. I'm suspecting you for an assassin. It's like he didn't even notice until I pointed it out. You misunderstand. I just wanted to give you a full explanation. But it seems you're more interested in the face and name problematic. But as I already said, I never had any contact with that person. That includes any form of communicate. Yup. We've seen this. No, we've seen this. Oh. Now that I keep staring at her, she's kind of interesting looking. Never mind. So let's just move on, shall we? And while I do have a business partner called Larry, it's definitely not this guy. Well, there's no reason to. There's also that other Larry, but he should be already dead. Yeah, we can't really use anything here. You are apparently implying that I had some sort of secret relationship going on. Yes? Well, if I present this, it doesn't really... She won't confess if I show this. This is ridiculous. A fool like that isn't worthy of my affection. Worthy of a challenge? So worthy. Oh, please don't lag on me. It's the spinning ball of death. If you can prove your value as a man, I'm willing to break up and enter an official relationship. So at that point he wasn't worthy until... You're still denying it? No, did I... Oh, good, yes! I'm sorry, but we have found this letter written by you. This is hardly deniable! Oh, don't own me. Just be a woman and admit it. I was simply realizing the mistake I made. I have assumed you were able to question obvious matters like this. I technically did and simply tried anyways. Sure, this letter would be evidence, but that would only be true if it was really me who wrote it. Oh crap, really? But you Luna. But there's no at me. Oh no. Now, even if the Luna in the letter must unmistakably refer to me because of the victim's behavior. Oh, come on. Oh, look at her eyes. Look, she has a spinning... Look at her right eye. It's a spinning ball of death. There is still the chance that someone faked this further. Oh no. It is typed, and I'm sure you would have said. So if there are any fingerprints, if we discard these uncertain points, we are simply left with a letter written by someone. And sadly, this is too fragile to actually reveal anything. Mia, calm down. I'm normally very tolerant, but this prosecutor and this witness, haven't we all seen worse? I'm really not too sure about that at the moment. What was that? I suppose I may proceed then. For now, there's still a lot I have to tell you. What? I thought I had something! By all means, go ahead. This is gold. Why did I give it in that voice? Well then, allow me to elaborate. What was that? Was that... Oh crap. Okay. What was that statement we... Am I gonna have to present a lot of stuff and a lot of stuff? That's very vague. So, wait, where did I... It was, No, okay. That is ridiculous. A fool like that isn't worthy of my affection. Okay, next. Maybe you're even trying to say that I had a motive to kill him. I think you did. That would be maybe money? Maybe money? I'm in mercy mode, so I should be okay. Yes! So you thought you could hide your connection to the crime, Mrs. Atme. Are you serious? This is it! I'm unsure on how to elaborate on it, but that evidence does not indict me at all. Wow, you actually managed to render her speechless. You have my respect. What? The music stopped! The music stopped! The music stopped! I'm afraid you know what this means, Mr. Inferno. Yes, I am afraid I do. Give it to me. Wait, what? Are you serious? This is... I'm not penaltying then. That wasn't me. Not so fast, a bit. What the hell? What the... My special lawyers... What the hell is this? Since detected that you're about to unfairly penalize the defense, Mrs. Frey just presented an unreasonable argument to the court. That is unfair. Ah, but you would still be wrong. Could you just get to it? I could use another good laugh. It's been a while since I've been so amused. Huh, aren't you that Michael Jackson impersonator who likes snakes? Why are you on this case? You're okay, but... I'd think a case like this would only be worth it once in pain. He's right for the completely wrong reason. This is B-Blader's character. Just get on with it. These little cameo failure convos do get a tad tedious after a while, you know? Okay, fine. I might as well show you all what I came here for. Take that! What is this? Do you see? This is why you cannot penalize the defense. Are you serious? What exactly is that? Heh, didn't even look at it? This right here is the current discussion thread for Turnabout of Courage. It has over 30 pages at this time. This failure conversation was written, and God knows how many more when the trial is actually finished. And this is relevant, how you ask? Well, come on, like the likes of Bad Player and wow, what a and back and forth speculating, and they have still yet to make any real progress. Your Honor, with this current info, this case is unsolvable. Yes, but fear not, for I'm Glass Cannon, epic attorney of the 7 seas, and I have a theory to explain what the hell is going on, and I've produced the evidence to back it up. You see, Mr. Butts actually committed suicide. Really? What the hell is this? After years and years smooching off of his friends and dealing with his failed relationships, Larry Butts finally realized that he was a pathetic, worthless excuse for a human being, and decided to end it all. Before doing this, he asked Mr. Miles Edgeworth to take out a life insurance policy on him. You know, since the two were roomies and all. Then, once alone in the tower, Larry Butts did the only good thing that he had ever done in his life. He sacrificed himself so someone else could benefit from the money he left behind. And I can prove this because I found an empty jar of Nutella in Mr. Butch's... What does that have to... What? Surely you wouldn't consume that much Nutella at once. Actually, good point. Unless you intended to celebrate your last day on Earth. And that is how exactly in this case really happened. Oh my... What the hell is this really going to happen every time I get a penalty? Thank you. That really deserved a round of applause. You just never disappoint, do you? Nope. Glass Cannon is never wrong. Oh yeah, sorry I took your case from you, Toots. You really remind me of someone when they were younger. Phoenix? Gee, I wonder who that could be. Oh, don't even act like you don't know. Mr. Cannon, far be it from me to question the way of an attorney, but there are many things wrong with your explanation. Would you like me to elaborate? Heh, just try to elaborate on my argument. It's flawless. What? No! Mrs. Atme, please! He has died. Very well. Alright. I have no idea what's happening right now, but we've gone overtime, so I'm gonna stop here. In the next episode, we're gonna see if this is actually right. Peace off, guys.